You are now listening to On Air with Lewis Hunter.
Hi there, welcome back to On Air with Lewis Hunter, where we go into the lives of celebrities, professionals, and behind-the-scenes workers of their favourite movies and films. Join me as we go into their lives and find out what it's like to be one of them. Today we're joined with Adam. How you doing?
I am grand, back for another week.
Another week, another topic to cover. You know, one day I think we are just going to completely run out of things to cover.
Well, to be fair, I think the last week that came up, I thought we genuinely had just run out of topics.
Yeah.
But in the last 7 days, a lot has came out in terms of like music, movies, games, that sort of thing.
That's very true, yeah. And speaking of games, you spent money that I would not even dare spend on a game for Dying Light 2. So you obviously have a first-hand experience with that. Do you want to like tell the audience about that?
Yeah. So I spent 90 quid on Dying Light 2 back. I think it was, when was it? Was it Monday? Might have been. Yeah, I know that's when I just
It was
got my
Monday,
money. So
yeah.
it was Monday. I spent 90 quid on that game to get the deluxe edition, and it was worth every penny. Playing the first game was amazing, and I was so excited for the second one when they announced the trailer back in 2018. Took them 4, I was going to say 5 there, but 4 years to get it out. But so far, I am loving every bit of it.
And for people that don't know what Dying Light is or Dying Light 2 is, do you want to sort of give them an idea of what it's about and like the premise of the game?
Dying Light itself is do you want the second or just in general, like both games?
Just in general, you can talk about the second if you want a bit, but just in general, like what is Dying Light?
Well, Dying Light is a zombie survival parkour game. So take your likes of The Walking Dead and mix it with Mirror's Edge, and you sort of get that sort of style. Or in terms of Dead Island, it's kind of very similar to that there, but with parkour in terms of the combat and stuff like that there. And so far the second one's provided a lot of great content in terms of skills, upgrades, missions, you know, the size of the map, the look of it, even you know, with the 4K 60 FPS ray tracing has been brilliant, and I've been loving it so far.
Yeah, sounds good. Now you, Jamie, and Jake all seem to be enjoying it, but I overheard you talking about how you're not really interested in the story side of it. I don't know if that was just Jamie that was saying that, or
yeah, no, that was just Jimmy. I was winding Jacob about that, to be fair. And because he was trying to spoil, I think it was Breaking Bad for me, so I threatened to spoil Dying Light 2 for him. But now that I spent 90 quid on it, I do care about the story. So, Jake, if you are listening to this, I'm not going to spoil that game for you anymore. Don't worry about it.
And like, is it story like focused, or is it like a free roam sort of game?
A bit of both. There's a lot of story that's in it, but it doesn't force you to go down a direct path. Like it's a multiple choice sort of story game with decisions that you make affect in the city. So giving water to one town might kill another, or making one party in control of this town might, you know, cause riots within the community, that sort of thing. But aside from that, there you can go around, you can do side quests, you can build weapons, you can go loot stuff, you can get safe houses and stuff like that there. But yeah.
And another game that has sort of been in a lot of talks recently, and that is GTA 6. So GTA 6 was recently announced that it is a lot more like closer to being finished than what we think, and the radio like stations and the songs that are on the radio have been leaked. So I think it's a lot closer than we actually think.
I didn't actually know that got leaked. I haven't seen any news on that there. All I know is that Rockstar had announced on their Rockstar forum page, I think it was, and on Twitter technically as well. Yeah, the newsletter saying that it is in active development and that the next generation of GTA will come soon. And I'm really excited to see what they've got in store for this, because we have been playing GTA 5 for 9 years now. We need something else.
It's been on 3 generations of consoles now.
It is getting ridiculous. I'm surprised Nintendo Switch hasn't got the cloud version yet.
Yeah, that's very true. And GTA 5 upgrade details have also been since announced.
Ooh, beautiful. While I don't think they'll be able to do much because it's the same engine, they have introduced the likes of ray tracing, which I think is just going to be a reshade. I don't think they'll bring a whole new light system into it, but if they do, it'll be good. They have 4K, they have 60 FPS, they have, in terms of PlayStation, they have haptic feedback and 3D audio. And hopefully it means then in terms of like actual gameplay, you feel more immersed in it, especially where PlayStation is concerned with their haptic feedback. But I'm looking forward to see what they've got in store. Although it is the third time they've re-released the game, it's a remaster of a remaster.
Yeah.
I'm still excited to see what they've got for it.
Yeah, and you previously just mentioned there about the cloud with Nintendo, and obviously the Nintendo Direct is today as of recording. So what do you think we should expect
today? Well, I'm expecting quite a bit in terms of, well, they've already mentioned they're expecting games that's going to be released in the first, I think it was the first quarter or first half of 2022. So we're going to be seeing things such as obviously that Kirby game that's coming out, the Forgotten Land, the Forgotten Dream. It's like the open world Kirby game. I don't see any room for a new Mario game, but I do see DLC being announced for the new Mario Party game that came out recently. I think it was Super Mario Party or something like Super Mario Party All Stars. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And aside from that, obviously Smash is out the window since their second season or I couldn't get that out there, but second fighter pass.
Gonna redo that?
No, it's all good. You can keep that in. But the second fighter pass was released. They said that was the last one, so we have nothing new in terms of Smash. But I'm hoping for a new Mario Kart. I really am.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting my hopes too high. I don't think they'll release it in the first half. I think they've got a lot of secrets hidden for the second half of the second half of the year.
100%. And what is your main wish? Like, what do you really want released?
Ooh, weirdly enough, although you heard me talk about Mario Kart, I actually want to see some new DLC for the Mario Party game that just came out, because while it's good, if it goes down the same direction Super Mario Party went down, it's not going to have enough content. Like I think Super Mario Party had like 5 maps. And I think this game's roughly the same now, given it has remastered, I think, some of the old maps on the Nintendo 64 and stuff, but aside from that, we've got really nothing else to it.
No. Now, the BRIT Awards were on Tuesday, the 8th of February, and obviously that's a big thing in the United Kingdom. It sort of tells you who's the best artists in the UK right now, and the best like actors, the best directors. It goes on, and Andrew Garfield got a second Tick Tick Boom nomination for his role playing Jonathan Larson in the Netflix movie Tick Tick Boom. So Adam, you're a big fan of that, so take that away.
A lot of people have been criticized, I think, or not criticized. A lot of people have criticized the fact that I think it was Don't Look Up had received nominations and Tick Tick Boom hadn't at the time. I think there was something about that. And finally, Andrew Garfield got his second Tick Tick Boom nomination. His first one was for trying to remember here. I can't remember the first one.
Okay.
But the second Tick Tick Boom nomination was for I think it was his role. Obviously, you explained it already. It was his role for the Jonathan Larson, and I'm really happy to see he's got that, because he put so much. Pardon?
Credit where credit is due.
He put so much effort into that character as Jonathan Larson, and you could see the emotion through his actions, through his face. And Andrew Garfield's always been good as that.
Yeah.
Good for that is like, even in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Granted, that story was a bit here and there. His capability of being able to express his emotions while the suit was on was something amazing. You seen during the Electro scene where Gwen was there, you saw how upset he was that she was in the middle of that, because he knew that she was going to end up getting hurt, and she did. Spoiler alert, 2014 16 movie, but yeah, and obviously coming for like he's had his glow up within movies recently. Obviously he's had Far From Home, which was amazing. We've had him in Tick Tick Boom, which was great, and The Social Network, which released a few years back, and it was great. Like his acting is just phenomenal, and I'm glad that he's been recognized, especially in like the Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah, 100%. He is a very well acclaimed actor. Has not been given the roles I think he is owed for what he's done in this industry. And I respect him for that and commend him for that. Now, obviously, at the BRIT Awards, there's always musical acts, because obviously the BRIT Awards gives out a lot of nominations for musicians. And one of the biggest ones that happened was Ed Sheeran sang "Bad Habits" with "Bring Me the Horizon."
Yeah, well, that performance I actually really enjoyed. The Bring Me Horizons voice was perfect in it. Granted, there was a few times in it, one or two, that I was sort of like, well, maybe they shouldn't have done that. But aside from that, the drop at 110 on the obviously the YouTube video itself was amazing. It was just it went
I
off
have to
cold. It
agree
was
with you on that drop, but I don't sort of like the metal side of the industry. So when I heard it, and it's almost sounded out of tune with the song because of the way he was singing it, wasn't a big fan. Wasn't a big fan.
No, I really enjoyed it, and a lot of people did. Starting to think Lewis has a bad taste in music.
No, no, no. Do you see if right? I'm going to Ed Sheeran in May, right? Butcher Road playing fields. See if I go there and I hear that song playing, I'm leaving. I'm genuinely leaving. If I hear that adaptation of that song being played, I will be leaving there. I like Bad Habits as it is. It's a good song. It's different to his normal type of songs that he does because they all sound the same like these days. And if he'd done that and ruined it, because in my opinion, it's been ruined by adding somebody to it. It's his song. It shouldn't have somebody on it. Then I don't know if I'd stay.
I have to disagree with that one. Genuinely, adding people in music is such as that there. Like KSI's done that sort of thing, and some of his music's been great. Touch on that later. But
Yeah.
it that to Bring Me the Horizon, it was different. Don't get me wrong, it was different, and I wouldn't listen to it genuinely on the daily. It's not not because it's bad. It's just it's not my type of music, but it's still
Mhm.
good music. You know, his voice mixed with what they had so well, and it wasn't just the same instrumental. They changed it up to be more rock, and it worked well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it works for people who sort of like that metal rock sort of side of the industry, but it's a very odd side, to be honest. But that's my opinion, and everyone has their own opinion. So now, moving on, you had said about KSI there, and KSI performed two songs at the Brit Awards. He performed with Anne Marie,
Lord.
"Don't Play," and he performed "Holiday," his solo song that got in like the top 10. So Anne Marie sounded a bit off. She sounded like maybe she was losing her voice or something was wrong. And KSI, I don't know whether it was nerves or whatever. I don't think it was nerves because he had literally performed at the O2 Arena for the
But
Jingle
the
Bell
O
Ball
but
not
the
long ago.
O2 Arena and what do you call it? The O2 Arena and the Brit Awards are two very different things. You have to remember.
Yeah, but I'd say the O2 Arena had more of an audience at it.
But there was more pressure on, for me, in my opinion, anyway, there's more pressure at the Brit Awards because they were an award ceremony, whereas the O2 Arena was more of a show.
Yeah, true. But there was just something off about it. It wasn't him singing, it wasn't him rapping. Like
Oh,
it was just a weird mix that just didn't work and there was no auto tune on it. And I think he tends to use auto tune. So it just didn't work.
it was kind of, ugh. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't something that I enjoyed listening to.
No. And I believe during that performance, Anne Marie walking downstairs actually twisted and broke her ankle.
Yeah, I am like I screenshotted where she did it. That has to be broken. I am sorry. That looks like it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
That is terrifying.
It's grim, like it is grim. If you want to
Yeah,
search it up, you can go ahead. We will not be showing it anywhere
watch your own
during this.
precaution.
But if you want to see it, you can look it up. Now, Liam Gallagher, he also performed at the Brit Awards. Not too sure on that performance. He is at Belsonic in the summer, but I want to go see him. But after that, I've sort of changed my mind.
I have touched on that video like very briefly, and I think I watched the first few seconds where he comes in as an alpha male, comes straight off the helicopter and walks through the front door just like a Chad. Goes in and starts shaking some maracas with a Russian hat on. So I don't know what's going on, but I mean, sure,
It's
Liam
Liam
Gallagher.
Gallagher. Who knows what's going on with that man? No, I just missed this topic actually. I don't know how I missed this, but this was the Wolf Among Us 2 trailer has released. So
Oh, it hasn't released yet, but well, at the time of the you reading or watching this, it will have been released. But at the time of us recording, it is releasing just today.
So that'll be the 9th
Um,
of February.
Yeah, and I'm quite excited. They're going to show a bit of background information. There's a trailer that's going to drop. Like, we're going to have something to actually show for this, and hopefully, I am crossing my fingers and touching wood here that they do not mess this up, because the Wolf Among Us one was amazing, and I believe they should have left it there, because usually with something with that high of a bar, you do a
Mhm.
sequel of it, never meets its expectations, and that's why I'm scared
100%.
for the Spider-Verse 2. That was a whole topic we covered weeks ago. Like,
Yeah.
I hope they do this right, and they do it in a fun way, because I feel like they could do this greatly.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played it, so I can't really comment on that topic. But it
Mhm.
does seem to get a lot of good press and a lot of good reviews from anyone I know that have played it.
Yeah.
So I might have to give it a go since I've got my PlayStation and all set up again.
Mhm.
But who knows?
If I'm hoping if they do enable it for next gen consoles, boost it for the Series X/S, PS5, it'll be the first Telltale game that has been next gen. I
Yeah.
think no, technically not. There's a game they're coming out with that they're working with a company on. I think it's either Don't Nod or it's someone else they're working with. And yes, they're actually working on a next gen game. So,
Okay.
but either way, I can't wait for Wolf Among Us 2. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta sort of have high expectations for a game like that. Telltale always sort of brings out good games, except for that
Mhm.
Minecraft story mode game, but we'll not talk about that.
I actually kind of like that.
It was a weird game. It's on Netflix. You can actually play it on Netflix.
Yeah, I tried to play it on Netflix. It was really weird. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, that's just a weird topic altogether that I don't even know if I want to get into. But I know I'm jumping back and forward here between topics, but we're going to go back to the music topic. Now, I have just went and spent £120 on a day ticket at a festival in Dublin, and that
Lord.
is Longitude. Now, it should have cost me £82, but my friend Logan, I know you're watching, Logan. My friend Logan, slept in when I was meant to be purchasing these tickets. I was 7,000th in the queue the first time, got to the payment thing. I had rung him about 20 times by this point. He just wasn't answering. So I left the queue in hopes that they'd still be there when he wakes up. It gets to about 10 o'clock. I ring him again. I just joined the queue. 25,000th, I think it was. I was in at that point and I was like, oh my God, I'm just never getting to the tickets before they sell out. I got there again, got to the payment screen, still didn't answer his phone. So at that point, I thought, oh no, what if I buy a ticket for myself and then he doesn't go? Then I'm stuffed.
Mm.
So I asked Charlie, and Charlie said she was going to be going with her boy Callum. And then Callum said he had got the tickets and all, so that was okay. I was like, do you know what did? And she's like, no. So then I had to wait for that to find out that Callum didn't buy tickets and he was going on holiday. So that was me stuck again. Then it came to about 1 and Logan woke up. I was like, you slept in. We missed our chance of getting the tickets. Completely sold out. I have bought a resale ticket. So I had bought the resale for 20 quid, 20 quid extra, or like 30 quid extra at this point. And he goes on. More tickets have been released. He bought it for the normal price.
Oh,
Mhm.
that has to sting. Like, he slept in and still got a normal price ticket. You woke up early and had to buy a resale.
Yep.
That is gonna sting.
And I was stressed for hours. Bear in mind,
I
because the tickets came out at 9 a.m. and he woke up at 1 and I was sitting here stressing that whole time.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. I was texting people
Oh,
trying to get them to go so I could get a ticket, and then no. And then he's just like, oh, I just got a ticket for normal price.
that is going to sting.
Yeah, but some of the artists that are on it are quite good. Like you've got the Kid Leroy, big time. Jack
Mhm.
Harlow, I cannot wait to see Jack Harlow because I'm going on a Sunday. And Jack Harlow, he's made the song with Lil Nas X, Industry Baby. He's made What's Poppin'. He made I Want to See Some Ass. It's just, he is so good.
I want to kiss Jack Harlow in the mouth.
Right. Right, that has been caught live. Then we have Central C, who made that song, which was pure like famous for Ollie Ball. I got commitment issues. I'm gonna fix that for you. If you can't afford that bag that you want, then I will lick that for you. That is an all-time classic song. We have Playboy Cardi. Obviously, he's made songs like Magnolia, good song. You have ASAP Rocky, who made Praise the Lord, No, that is a good song. I don't know if you've heard of Adam, but
No.
it's a bop. It's a bop. You definitely have. You see, whenever you search it up, you'll be like, I have heard that song.
No, wait, is it the one that goes, it rains, it pours? That one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah,
That's
yeah,
A$AP
okay, okay,
Rocky.
okay. Yeah.
So, and that's only the 5 that have been announced for that day. There's more that will be announced. H is on the Friday, which I'm sort of annoyed about because I was told H was on the Sunday, which pushed me more towards the Sunday because I originally planned to go on the Friday because Dave was playing at it and so was Doja Cat. Doja Cat. But no, I planned for the Friday and then I was told H is on the Sunday. So I was like, I mean, there's got artists on the Sunday. And I'm hardly going to be singing Say So by Doja Cat. So I got the Sunday ticket.
Hey, that's a bop. Don't disrespect it.
Yes, but I'm not singing it. So, and then Saturday was Tyler the Creator and Megan the Stallion. So there's good artists at this. For the price, it's not bad. £82 normal retail price. And it's like 200 for the weekend. To see all these artists isn't actually that bad in reality. You compare that to Ed Sheeran. I paid £81 just to see Ed Sheeran. You know? Like,
Yeah.
it's more value for money to go to this. And then the coach was £25 return. So that leaves Belfast at 11 a.m. on the Sunday morning, gets us there about 1:30, which is when the show starts. It's an all-day thing. And then the coach leaves Marley Park at like 11:30, 12. And it gets us like at night. And it gets us back at the Belfast about 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. So it is an all-day thing. It's nearly 24 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, son.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good experience. It'll be my first concert that isn't in this country. So if my friend gets lost, unlucky because I'm not coming back for you, Logan. I'm getting on my coach and I'm going. I'm not getting stuck in Dublin for the night. So
Dublin's not a bad place.
yes, but this is 40 minutes from the city centre.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like the south of Dublin you can get. That's where like you leave the city of Dublin, like area.
The south, you say?
Very much the south, yes. So that will be interesting. I'm sure on my Snapchat story, you'll just never get through my story with the amount I'll post on it.
Nope.
Because I tend to post a lot when I'm at concerts.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I was at Emerge, it's like you never seen it. Or Jerry Cinnamon. But it'll be definitely interesting and stuff will be posted on the social media. And then also I'm working, documentary that I'm working on for festivals. It's coming well underway. So it should be finished by summer 2023. And I plan to enter it into like film festivals and stuff like that.
Go for it.
Yeah, because I have the likes of AVA festivals basically confirmed for that. Shorefest is confirmed for it. I have the owner of Belsonic. I have the questions and all from him already, like the answers. So it is underway. It's just about the filming permission.
And to think you joined this course by accident, and now look at you.
I know. I say, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't want to do this. I want to leave. And now I have made a short film last night.
Exactly, like, that was brilliant.
Yeah, that was
amazing.
You know, I've worked with some of the biggest festival companies in the United Kingdom, or not United Kingdom, in Northern Ireland. You know, I've gone clear. I'm joking, I haven't gone clear, but I'm doing well.
He's rising up.
Yeah. And I mean, there's people that like Q Radio who listen to this podcast now. So if you're listening, welcome.
We love you.
We do very much. Sign me. So yeah, it's going somewhere. It's just a matter of waiting. So fingers crossed it does continue up, and fingers crossed you continue supporting me, because by you listening, you're doing so much for me, you're doing so much for Adam, and you're helping us out. So we thank you for listening every week. Even if there's sometimes where you have 3 weeks without a guest, I promise you there are guests coming. There's just time periods where it's a bit iffy, and then reschedules, etc. So I do promise you we do have guests confirmed that are coming. It might not be next week, but it could be in the next couple of weeks. You'll see one or two. So stay tuned for that. But I think that covers everything today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you all for listening. As I said, we do appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next week.